What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Boy John 25, and tonight I'm gonna do my WWERAW review and highlights. You guys can do hit that like button and subscribe to my channel, and let's get started. The first hour of Monday Night Raw was just boring. It was just boring. You're with your baby and you pick park alone on a summer night. You're deep in love, but you're deeper in the woods. And me. And here and live blog is here pro wrestling show for you folks. The show opens with a monumental graphics for Bullet Bob Armstrong, and there's into the intro video. Randy Orton makes his entrance and we get a recap of punting Drew McIntyre repeatedly last week ago before commentary. Let us know about the six-man tournament that will take place tonight to crown a new number one contender to Drew WWE's WWE Championship. Orton gets on the mic and talks about McIntyre offering him a rematch out of pity, saying the only thing Drew deserves is to be in pain each and every day. He has slipped his meal from a straw. Drew wanted to claymore him, but the only one handing kicks out on Raw is Randy, who listed off a bunch of men in the pundit over the last while. He says he is in the fact entitled and he shouldn't have to go through this tournament for a rematch at Clash of Champions, but he jumped through your hoops and he win the title. He presents a Photoshop image, a bunch of the dudes in putting lying in hospital beds at all lying in a row. Enter Keith Lee. He says Orton is factually on talking about how havoc he caused last few months, doing his best to forget about what happened last night at Payback, to forget about how the fact he's beat him. He understands that Randy Orton might be the greatest to ever lace up the boots, but last night he had no chance to bask in his glory. But things are different now, because maybe a victory like his last night over a legend killer like him means that he should get the title shot. Don't get him wrong. He knows Drew for a long time and consider him a good friend. He likes to talk about himself, and he'll make good on his word. And at some point, Ziggler attacks Keith Lee from behind. Lee shrugs him off, but Dobbs hits the big DDT, and we go to break. Ziggler versus Keith Lee. This was decent. It says Ziggler going for a double leg, but Lee picks him up and throws him away like a garbage. Back to the leg pick. Keith pries his arm loose and ringer test of strength, wrenching him down. Dolph fights back with kicks to Lee for Keith. Dolph fights back with kicks to the knee. Goes for the famouser, but Lee counters with a catapult into the turnbuckle. Ziggler falls to the floor, back inside collar, and elbow the Limitless one back him into the corner and breaks at referee. John Combs behalves, but Ziggler does him dirty with more kicks to the knee. Hangman neckbreaker kick out. Epic kick out. Dolph stay right on him, looking for a body scissors crossface chicken wing that he can't quite get all the way on. Shift to a reversal chinlock. Lee gets out, pounds, and we go to break. Back from commercial, Lee punishes Ziggler into the corner. He fights back with body blows, but Keith Lee destroys him. Grizzly Magnum fire carry Dobbs with a rake of the eye on the famouser lands true, slowly to capitalize Hangman's neck breaker. Hard stopper elbow. Nope. Trying to suffocate Lee with a reversal chin lock, but he stands up and slings him off. pop-up drop big tour off the island style power slam. No dice. Zigzag. Keith Lee kicks out. He gets him up. Keith Lee wins by pinfall with the spirit bomb. Alright, Asuka rolls up and tries to get interviewed by Shayna Baszler, her for butting in. She shoves Baszler aside and yells at Nia Jax in Japanese before walking off and sending us to commercial. Alright. Back from commercial. 5-time NWA World Champion Adam Pearce is giving security a prep talk about keeping Retribution out. Asuka is interviewed in the ring. She listed a bunch of the women's division and laughs, saying it doesn't matter who is ready for Asuka, because Asuka is ready for anything. Mickie James entered. She puts Asuka over as one of the greatest champions of all time and says she figured that out of respect. She should be the first to know that she's come for the title. Natalya and Lana. Natalie says Mickie has had her chance and she's being selfish, and they make their case of a match. Asuka says she's ready for all of them. Shut up. And then the heels jump the babyface. The babyface fight back and we go to commercial. Back from commercial we get some hype of Conor Curl. Backstage, Viking Raiders, Cedric Alexander has some lady are hanging out and stuff happens. They disfire and Angel Garza rolls up with a single rose in hand. Lana versus Mickie James. This match was god awful. It says the winner of the match, Mickie James with the mid kick. Alright. We see a recap of Aleister Black laying Kevin Owens out with the black mask on Kevin Owens show last week. Charlie Caruso is hanging out in front of Aleister Black's locker room, and Randy Orton comes out of it as we go to break. Alright, back from commercial, the Iconic duo are interviewed about their losing team disbands match tonight. They talk about being best friends and all the sacrifices they made to become tag team champions, and how they're going to help the Riot Squad self-destruct and get the tag titles back. Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. Aleister Black attacked Owens before the bell, beating him down, throwing him into the apron. Black mask. He slid Kevin Owens in the ring, and the referee Derek Moore checks on him, telling him he can't compete tonight. But Kevin Owens gets to his feet and he calls for the bell. Despite haymaker chops connect, but the Viper has him. Randy Orton wins by pinfall with the RKO. Alright, Dominic and Rey Mysterio are interviewed backstage about Dominic getting a chance against Seth Rollins in the tournament tonight. Ray says it would have meant the world to him to win tonight and get another crack at the WWE Champion, but injury happened. If anyone has to take place, he wants it to be his son. Dominic says his confidence is on another level, and he got a 619 with the Monday Night Messiah name on it. So we go to break. Alright. MVP and Shelton Benjamin are in the ring with some slick Hurt Business shirts for the VIP lounge. Tonight's guests, newly muted United States Champion Bobby Lashley. They promised Apollo Crews they're going to get him back for his post-match attacking last night, and Shelton says specifically he's going to beat him like a little punk tonight on Raw on the ground. MVP Cedric Alexander and speaks of the devil. Cedric Alexander makes his entrance on the mic. Mic in hand. MVP asks if he has a change of heart, and Cedric says, "You know what? I do not. Come along." MVP and the Viking Raiders are here. They beat the Hurt Business down and to clear the ring for the VIP lounge to send us to commercial break. The Hurt Business and Apollo Crews needs to move on. That's it. It says Cedric Alexander and the Viking Raiders versus the Hurt Business. This was not a bad tag team match. It was just decent. It says the winner the winner of the match, Cedric Alexander and the Viking Raiders, win by pinfall with a pinning predicament from Cedric Alexander on MVP. We see Titus O'Neil warming up backstage, and we go to the break. The Iconics versus the Riot Squad. This match was decent, but this match was decent. It says the winner of the match, the Riot Squad. So the Riot Squad win by pinfall with a floating press from Ruby Riott on Billie Kay to become number one contenders to the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. Unfortunately, our Iconics duo split up. See, I like this. I like that Ruby Riott and Liv Morgan are getting the opportunity for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. I like that. So let's move on. Is that the time of the night? So Shane McMahon rolls up to the door to the Raw Underground. We go to break. All right, back from commercial. Seth Rollins makes his entrance played by Buddy Murphy. He gets on the mic and braces Buddy Murphy for getting him kicked in the head and getting pinned by Dominic Mysterio with a WWE Championship opportunity on the line tonight. He can't have any mistakes and he can't have Buddy screwing it up. So he wants him out of his ring until he can figure out what side of history he wants to be on. Murphy tries to speak up, but Seth tells him to shut his mouth, and that he's disgraced him, and he continues to berate him, and he follows orders and leaves. And Dominic Mysterio lays him out with a Northern Lariat. So Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. This match was fantastic. I enjoyed this match. It says the winner of the match, Seth Rollins. So Dominic Mysterio really impressed me and everybody within the wrestling community. So that's all I gotta say. Seth Rollins wins by pinfall with blackout. It says let's move on. Back from the commercial, we're showing Akira Tozawa and his ninjas arriving at the arena earlier today and being denied entry. He get out and look at the list himself while R-Truth prowls in the background. The guy is a ref. R-Truth wins the WWE 24/7 champion by pinfall with a schoolboy. Nobody cares about the 24/7 champion. It says, alright, moving on. Andrade and Angel Garza versus the Street Profits. Why the Street Profits continue to feud with Andrade and Angel Garza? I don't know why. It says chaos to start for throwing insecurities from the apron, and he goes up top. Luchadors cuts him off, but Dawkins gets under them. Tower of Doom sent us to commercial. Back from commercial, the heels dump the babyface to the floor and pull Dawkins back into isolate him and work him over. Angelo fires up for iron choke screw, stinger splash, one-handed bulldog. All four men traded big shots. Garza decides to bail to take care of Bachelor Lady, but Retribution is in the ring. Everything breaks down into chaos. I am sick and nobody cares about Retribution. So Retribution keep doing the same thing over and over again, flickering the lights on and off, attacking people. It says no finish is announced, but a no contest is pretty safe to assume. Alright. Then we see Jessamine Duke and Marina Shafir beat up Billie Kay. That's all we gotta say. Back from the break, we get some hype for tonight's edition of Raw Talk. We go back to Raw Underground for our Raw match. Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin, and then it says the Hurt Business beat down Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, and that was that. So Apollo Crews, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet got beat down by the Hurt Business, and that's that. It says we go to Apollo Crews, then we go to Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin, which I explained there. So it is what it is from there. Alright, then we go to our main event of the evening. So we have Randy Orton versus Keith Lee. Randy Orton versus Keith Lee versus Seth Rollins. The main event was good. The main event was good. It says Randy Orton wins by pinfall with a lariat press on Seth Rollins to become the number one contender for the WWE Champion. So Randy Orton RKO's RKO's Keith Lee and pin Seth Rollins, and that's all I gotta say from there. But other than that, the show itself was just Monday Night Raw. The first hour of Monday Night Raw was just boring, and that's all I gotta say from there. But let me do a recap, man. The show itself was just boring. So Randy Orton cut a promo. Randy Orton and Keith Lee cut a promo. Then Dolph Ziggler attacked Keith Lee from behind. It says Dolph Ziggler versus Keith Lee. This match was decent, and Keith Lee defeats Dolph Ziggler with the spear bomb. That's all I gotta say from there. And then Lana versus Mickie James. That match was god awful and then sloppy and floppy at the same time. So Mickie James beats Lana. Who cares? Then Kevin Owens versus Randy Orton. That match didn't happen. Aleister Black attacks Kevin Owens. So it says Randy Orton wins by pinfall. So it is what it is from there. So Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens. Randy Orton beats Kevin Owens with the RKO. That's it. Then we see Cedric Alexander and the Viking Raiders versus the Hurt Business. Not a bad tag team match, not bad. It was not that bad. So Cedric Alexander and the Viking Raiders pick up the win. Then we saw Titus O'Neil warming up backstage for the Raw Underground. So, alright, then we get the Iconics versus the Riot Squad. I'm glad that Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott are the number one contenders for the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. So congratulations to Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. That's all I gotta say. The Iconics, I'm glad they're no more. They're not a team, but they need to be in singles competition. That's all I gotta say. Then we get Dominic Mysterio versus Seth Rollins. This match was fantastic. I enjoyed it for what it was. It says the winner of the match, Seth Rollins, defeats Dominic Mysterio. R-Truth wins the WWE 24/Championship. Don't nobody cares about that match. Don't nobody cares. Alright. Andrade and Angel Garza versus the Street Profits in a Tornado Tag Team match. This Tornado Tag Team match was pretty good for what it was, but the Retribution came out and attacked the Street Profits and Andrade. So Angel Garza left with Demi. That's it. So that's all I gotta say from here. And then we get Apollo Crews versus Shelton Benjamin in the Raw Underground. It didn't really do much for me, so that's all I gotta say from there. It says that's all I gotta say. But the triple threat match was good. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Not Drew McIntyre. I'm sorry. Randy Orton versus Keith Lee. Yeah, it says Randy Orton versus Keith Lee versus Seth Rollins. That main event match was good. So I gotta give credit where credit's due. That main event match itself was good. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWERAW review and highlights, please drop a like on this video. Subscribe to my channel if you're new. I leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And that's all I gotta say from here. I cannot wait for NXT Super Tuesday tomorrow. And make sure you guys be on the lookout for that. So anyway, this your boy B-Boy John 25, and I just got something to say. That how is that NXT UK Women's Division is way better than Raw, SmackDown, and AEW? How's that even possible? But I just wanted to just put that out there. But anyway, Raw, the first hour of Monday Night Raw was just boring. That's all I got. That's all I gotta say from here. And I cannot wait for NXT Super Tuesday tomorrow. So be on the lookout for that. And that's all I gotta say from there. And that's pretty much it. But overall Monday Night Raw was just a boring show because of the first hour of Monday Night Raw was boring. And that's all I got something to say. Alright, this your boy B-Boy John 25. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.